All right. When we talk about Wukong's Defy ability, all right, it's not the same as it once was. I'm just gonna get that out the way because a lot of people had questions as far as how to use Wukong's Defy ability. It now is a situational ability. What I mean by that is, once you cast it, as it says here, all damage is captured, stored, and dealt back in a single furious strike of Wukong's staff. So once the duration is over, he will throw it right back at the enemy. Whatever damage was being stored, captured, he'll deal it right back. In exchange for doing all of that, you get a bonus armor that is granted relative to the damage that was captured. So once I dish it back out, I'll get a bonus of armor. Now that armor caps out at 1500. Now you must be thinking, is 1500 good? Yes, 1500 is good. When you're going for long survivals, depending on your situation, it's best to use this ability. Now, of course, if you get damage or whatever, Cloud Walker will save you. So once you go like that, just whip this out and then dealt it back like just like so. And then once you get your armor bonus, you just go to town on guys, that's all. Now what you can do as far as with this ability, you can use your Celestial Twin, and it's gonna work a little bit different. It's gonna take the armor from yours and his. Right? I'm gonna kill this guy. He's practically in the way. The hell? Isn't he dead? Okay, he's dead. So I'm gonna refresh that and run it again. Like I said, what you can do is that you can have your Celestial Twin. And once you do that, you could just store all that and dish it right back out. Now you must be wondering what happened to him as well too. He'll have the 1500 armor as well, along with you. So it's kind of like a double whammy. That's what I like to call it. It's kind of like a double whammy. So it's kind of up to you how you want to play this game when it comes to Wukong's Defy ability. You could put more power strength, but it's not going to give you more armor. It caps at 1500. That's just what it is. It caps at 1500. So once you go like this, and then you just dish it back out, then you just go into your Iron Staff and just start whacking dudes. But it depends on the situation at hand. You don't just want to keep whipping this out and stuff, because you can't do anything once you're like this. All you could do is move forward to absorb more damage and then just throw it right back, and then you just get the armor boost. So it really depends on the situation at hand. If you're about to die, use this ability. Alright, and of course it will wash away all of the status that you do have. You can also go Cloud Walker to go like this to restore your health as well, if you're having any kind of health issues. But as far as with Defy itself, it's situational. It's not like back then when you could just turn it on, and depending on how much damage that's being dealt to you, that all came down to energy. That's not the case with this Defy. You have to really plan, you really have to adjust when it comes to using that Defy ability. Alright? There's really not much to go into detail when it comes to Defy because it's self-explanatory. Even the old school Defy, it was still simple in of itself. Once you put on Defy, just run around. Run around, run around, run around. This one, however, it just comes down to your situation at hand. If you're about to die, whip it out. And plus, if you want that armor boost, go right ahead. Use Cloud Walker to regain your health. And then just go into this. Time invulnerable, damage multiplier, all that stuff. Practically, people just use Defy to get an armor boost. And of course, if you stack it with Arcane Guardian, that's more armor. And plus, what also people like to do as well, going off of the base armor, you're talking about 1500 once you stack the Defy to go along with this 275. You know, you're looking at 17. You're looking at 1775, or you can also stack, use armor and agility to get 45% more armor, or you can also use, where is it? You could use steel fiber. People put this in there. So you're talking about Arcane Guardian, stacking with this, stack with Defy, you're getting more armor. Now, of course, once Arcane Guardian kicks in, that's additional armor. So you could just stack armor on top of armor situational, plus with Defy's armor once it hits max at 1500. So that's all you're gonna practically keep doing with Defy, but it's not like you could just keep hitting Defy over and over and over again, because then you're just wasting energy. So I hope that clarifies the use of Defy in this Wukong. The old school Wukong is completely different from this one. Alright? But if I want to compare which Defy is better, of course the old school one is better. But this one is still fine. It just depends on how, not just a matter of how you use it, it's a matter of when you use it. Because using it like this and then just dishing it back out is okay, but you're only getting 50 armor. That's really nothing. You want enemies to actually hit your ass really, really hard to get the 1500 to stack with everything else, and then just whip out the staff and go to town on guys. So that's Wukong's Defy ability explained for the people that having issues when it comes to building for it. Alright? You can have power strength, you can still have your range being at balance, as far as having it at base level at 100%, and then just have good duration and you'll be fine. You will be fine.